Hello, this is Hammersmith Chess Club, Junior Hour, or better, Junior Hour in 5 minutes or so. This video is the summary of a Junior Hour session in November 2019. The game we look at was played in the third major international London tournament of the 19th century in 1883, which was won by Johannes Zukertort, white this time, in this game, 3 points ahead of later world champion Wilhelm Steinitz and 5.5 points ahead of Joseph Blackburne, black in this game. Zukertort, as white, was a pupil of Adolf Andersen. He was the preeminent German player at that time. 3 years after the tournament, he was defeated by Steinitz in what was termed the first World Chess Championship. Blackburne was nicknamed the Black Death. He dominated British chess during the latter part of the 19th century. He was beaten in matches both by Wilhelm Steinitz and Emanuel Lasker, world champions. The opening is not dramatic by today's standard, but then it was very rarely played. E4 was the common first move. From English, it developed into a line of Queen's Gambit declined, where both white and black fianchetto their queen's bishops. Interestingly, Blackburne, as black in this game, got the same position as white in the Berlin Congress 2 years earlier, which he had won ahead of Zukertort. Now, fast forward a few moves. Here, we now see battle formations taking place. White pushes in the center and on the king side. Black operates on the queen side with the use of the open c-file. Another fast forward until the critical position, which we analyzed in detail during the Junior Hour, is reached. This rook move positions the rook for a kingside attack. We will soon see the importance of this move. Of course, white does not allow the closing of the kingside position. Taking on f6 with a knight is a major mistake, indeed it loses the game. Black should have retaken with the queen. Now white's attack becomes unstoppable, but only by the move f5. Beautiful move. The square seems to be protected by the two black pawns, but it's not. Black tries to stop, but it's in vain. Now black thought he could win a piece, the bishop on b2. Because both bishop and queen are attacked and the queen cannot defend the bishop. However, white continues with check. And now there are possibilities to take the pawn. If queen takes the pawn, white will have a crushing attack, and indeed here will already lose the game with the check of the bishop b2. And now the bishop b2 is defended by the queen d2. If king takes h2, similar attack comes with the rook check on h3, and queen h6 will force mate. So the black king hides behind the white pawn, a very common maneuver. However, he's forced out of his hiding place by the check on the long diagonal. Check. Black blocks the check. And now comes one of the most beautiful moves in chess history. A queen sacrifice. Queen b4. To deflect the black queen from defending the pawn e5. If black takes the queen, he will be mated in a few moves. It's a beautiful coordination between the two rooks and the bishop to mate the black queen, the black king. So black saw he cannot take the queen. He has to keep the queen to defend the pawn on e5. He thought that the rook move, rook 8 c5, is sufficient to block the white attack. But he hadn't seen another possibility to deflect the queen. Now, with the rook sacrifice, if queen takes the rook, there will be similar mating attack. The queen is still on the board. And mate. So, also the rook cannot be taken. The king could evade to g7 as an alternative, but that is even quicker mate. So finally, the defending pawn has to be taken. Now comes mate. Indeed, white did not find the quickest way. The quickest way would have been rook g8, but who would do such an improbable move? That's what the engines find after a few seconds. It's mate in 6. Oh, white on e5. It's winning anyway. And this move, bishop g7, is indeed the strongest move against the queen, but will also mate by force in further 10 moves. Beautiful.